50 Cent has been on a press kind of promo run promoting his new movie, Den of Thieves 2, which he executive produces. He was on the first one, but this one he's executive producing. The Las Vegas residency, 50 Cent Action channel on Roku. So he's been doing his rounds, press runs. And he weighed in on something that I've always said and agreed with, so I just wanted to talk about it. 50 Cent has weighed in on today's mainstream female rappers, suggesting there's a lack of balance when it comes to substance versus sex appeal. During an interview with comedian and radio personality Michael Perry, the Unit boss was asked about his favorite woman MCs and didn't hesitate to speak his mind about hip-hop's current crop of leading ladies. Let's see what he has to say.
And what about the female rappers?
The female rappers, I just want somebody that is not trying to sell some box.
You ain't lying.
One more. I just need one. I just need one. I think this might be damaging female culture.
What do you think about sexy?
Seriously.
No, serious. Let's talk about it. Because what do you think about Sexy Red's new lip gloss line called Gonorrhea, Nut? I mean, it's wild out here.
She wants to convince them to put gonorrhea on it.
I mean, it's wild out here.
No. Look at what you just said, bro.
Gonorrhea and Ultimas.
I got that new gonorrhea on my mouth.
Yeah, that's the new wave.
You'll see how this
Can you believe we're here now when it comes to music? Like, this is...
Yikes. Mike, what are you supposed to say? For male artists, look, I was doing Candy Shop.
Yeah. 21 questions.
Like metaphors for sexual experiences. They are doing flat out saying the experience in the music now. And then,
I agree. I've said this on the podcast, but I mean, you could put some of the blame on men too, because there are men that just talk about the same stuff over and over again. I mean, there's only so much subject matter that you can do. But right now, I feel like female-wise, the female rappers, the majority of them are just talking about sex and selling sex, and that's it. That's why I kind of like Glorilla a little bit. She had like moments where she wasn't doing that, where it was like more about the rapping. But then even she has records that's just like more about sex. I'm tired of hearing it. There was a female rapper by the name of Tink at one point that was set to blow up that Timbaland was pushing. I wish she would have blown up. Young M.A. is another female rapper that I feel like still is super underrated. She's got records that she's freestyle over that I love. So there are female rappers out there willing to rap and deliver. But right now it's just like 50 was talking about Sexy Red delivering lipstick with gonorrhea on it. Like, why are we doing this? Like, at what point in society can we say, hey, you know what? This is not it. Let's just not support this. And then there's like star power, where the only star power, like, no disrespect to Ice Spice, but the only thing that she was getting a lot of traction for was shaking her ass. She lost a lot of weight. People just stopped rocking with her music. She wasn't really that talented. She had one record that was blowing up on TikTok, a certain part of a song, Munch or some shit like that. I don't remember what it was. But in today's world, it's really hard to build a star. I think or a superstar. A star, yeah, you can build. But a superstar in today's world, very, very hard to do. I think we stopped once 2010s, those artists came, like Drake, Weeknd, J. Cole, Wale, whoever at that time was blown up. That was like the last era where you could build a real superstar. Now, too much attention is divided into too many platforms and too many people, to where it's very hard to build a superstar, to where the artist is like dominating and like Sabrina Carpenter right now, right? I don't listen to her music. I don't really know much about her. She's dominating right now, but will she last? Like, I remember that Olivia Rodrigo girl. I'm talking like pop world that I don't really know that well, but she was popping, and she had records that were going crazy, and I haven't heard of her at all yet in a long time. And I was also watching a bunch of Michael Jackson old videos, interviews that he did. That guy was like next. There's nobody ever, because the reason why I went back to the Michael Jackson stuff is I was listening to a lot of Drake compare himself to Mike Jack, and I was like, Drake, as big as Drake is, nah, man, Michael Jackson was just like, there's nobody that even came close. There's the messengers of God, Jesus, Muhammad, all these messengers of God, right, that are probably the most popular. And then right under that is Michael Jackson. That's really it. And then everybody else falls under that. I've had this debate with people about who's the most famous person in the world that's not, a messenger of God like Jesus and Muhammad, right? And people have argued Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, Mother Teresa, I guess. I don't know. People that, Gandhi, I don't know, right? A lot of different, but Michael Jackson to me, I think takes the cake. I mean, like the guy sold on one album over 100 million copies. Basically, everybody in America at that time had that album. Every single person. I don't know what the U.S. population in America was in when did it come out? In 1984 or some shit like that. I don't remember what the U.S. population was, right? But I think everybody in America had at least a copy of that, and then worldwide. The problem is at the time when Michael released his album, they weren't really tracking album sales like that. So there's a lot of speculation. It's either 60. I know they said anywhere from 65 million to anywhere upwards to 200 million copies off one album. So in between that, they don't know the exact numbers. I wish we did know the exact numbers, but you'll never know because you can't track. It's just impossible now after all this time's passed and stuff. But I don't know why I go on these rants. Back to basically, female rappers. Get back to some real shit. I don't really care about the ass shaking. There's some female rappers that I rock with, like Glorilla, that deliver some really dope music here and there. But other than that, I'm not really a big fan of female rappers. Even a lot of new male rappers, to be honest with you. A lot of this new music I've been not really consuming and enjoying and been like, oh my God, like I just don't. I don't know. A lot of new artists. I actually cannot remember. Besides, I want to say Boss Man D-Lo, but how long am I going to rock with him musically? It's going to be a little while, right? He's not going to be, or it's going to be very short-lived. Sorry, I said be a little while, but it's going to be very short-lived. I don't think I'm going to be rocking with his music because he has certain flows and, eventually that style kind of just dies out. No, I could be wrong. He could switch up and become an even bigger superstar or whatever. But Bossman D-Lo is probably one of the new artists that I really rock with. I haven't really, and that's where I kind of have this confliction of, do I still love hip-hop like that? And I've been having this confliction for a year now, maybe. And me, if I don't love something, I will get out of it, and I don't want to be in a field where I'm not really in love with everything that's going on. Do I love talking about it? Yes, but I find myself always talking about, 90s and 2000s artists and even 2010s. But these newer artists, I don't really find myself talking a lot about them. I really don't care, to be honest with you. People throw, hey, if you listen to this, you don't know this guy. To be honest with you, I might end up becoming one of those outdated old people that just don't rock with a lot of new artists are ass cheeks. Let's just put it at that. That's not to say that I'm not open to listening to new artists, but majority of them suck. Like majority, 80% of them are just, and there's so much flooded with music that it's hard to keep track, of what to listen to. But yeah, I went on a whole rampage here. But yeah, female artists, step it up. Stop with just the sexual talk, man. And even male artists, I don't want to hear you, like Lil Wayne at one point was just talking about pussy 24/7. It's like, I don't want to hear that shit from you anymore, man. Switch it up. So male artists do that too, but female seems like it's a more dominated with a lot more females doing it. But yeah, hopefully we get some new fresh things like Young M.A. again. Hopefully she makes a comeback. I would love to see that. I think she's super talented. She's one of the female rappers that I really, really love. But yeah, that's interesting take, and I'm glad somebody else said it because it seems like other people aren't really saying it.